When you see Kanye and his wife and you see how she's dressing, is that she's dressing like that or Kanye dressing her like
Kanye's for sure dressing her like that. Yeah, he did the same thing to me and Kim. He wants other men to want his woman. That's what he's into. He likes that.
All my life, been grinding all my life. Sacrifice, hustle paid the price. Want a slice, got to roll the dice. That's why all my life, I've been grinding all my life. Look, all my life, been grinding all my life. Sacrifice, hustle paid the price. Want a slice, got to roll the dice. That's why all my life, I've been grinding all my life.
Hello, welcome to another episode of Club Shay Shay. I am your host, Shannon Sharpe. I'm also the proprietor of Club Shay Shay. And today, we're at Spotlight LA. Stopping by for conversation and a drink today is a polarizing figure in the entertainment business for almost 2 decades. An unapologetic personality, a confident model, a bold businesswoman, a recognizable media figure, a multi-talented activist, actress, influencer, TV host, author, and a mother. Here she is, ladies and gentlemen, the one, the only, Miss Amber Rose.
Thank you. Thank you for that introduction.
Thank you so much. Thank you for stopping by. I know you're a very busy young lady, young mother, and I want to say thank you again for stopping by.
Thank you for having me.
I would like to toast. I know you don't drink much, but you told me to say, Shannon, I don't drink much, but I want to try this.
I do.
So to all
everyone rants and raves about this, by the way.
To all you've done and all you'll continue to do. Thank you very
as well.
much.
Thank you so much. Oh, something special you got right there. God damn.
You know, we can take,
listen, if I drink that, you're going to know all my business.
Yeah, okay, well, let me pour. Well, again, thank you for stopping by.
Of course.
Born and raised in South Philly.
Yes.
Growing up in South Philly, what did Amber Rose want to be when she was a little girl?
I wanted to be an epidemiologist.
Okay.
There was a guy in my neighborhood that was dying of AIDS in the 90s. Mm-hmm. And I didn't know what it was at the time. And I would talk to my mom, and I know this might sound crazy, but watching his body deteriorate over a month or so, mm-hmm. I became obsessed with HIV and AIDS. And I would be in my room and just think of being on the forefront of a cure. Mm-hmm. Like that, those were my dreams and aspirations, and like just being in a lab and, people celebrating when I found the cure. Like right. That's the stuff that I used to imagine when I would just be in my room. And and I was just obsessed with like infectious diseases, and I wanted to know everything about them. And still to this day, I mean, even when COVID came out, I was kind of excited because I was like, what is this?
Did you understand what AIDS was and how it came about?
Not initially, no, but it was the fact that he was full of life. Mm-hmm. And then within 2 months, I mean, he was a young man and he had a cane.
Right.
And I asked my mom, like, is it cancer? Or like, what is it? And then she told me, and I was like, what is that? Mm-hmm. It happened so fast that I just became fascinated with it. Mm-hmm. And, now in modern day, there's medicines and stuff like that, and people can live a long, healthy life with HIV. But, back in the 90s, it wasn't like that.
No.
Yeah. So I just became fascinated with it. That's how I was like, I want to be like Dr. Fauci and like, that was...
What was your fondest memory of your childhood? If you can go back and think about when you're being raised in South Philly, I don't know how many siblings, how many brothers and sisters do you have?
So I'm the only child from my mom, mm-hmm. and then I'm 14 years older than my little brothers.
Okay.
From my father's side.
Okay. But you obviously had friends in the neighborhood. So what's your fondest memory of being in South Philly?
I would say I miss being liked for who I am. Mm. I miss that because people gave me a chance back then. Mm-hmm. And they were like, oh, Amber's cool as shit. Let's go play double dutch, or let's, go to the park, or let's go hang out. And I just feel like nowadays it's just not that simple anymore. So I miss those times where life was simple, or like going to the corner store. I got $1. I'm getting a scratch off. I'm hoping I'm going to win $20 so I can eat, like get something good that day to eat. And the excitement of actually wanting things and being around genuine people, that's what I miss the most.
You feel you get judged by the cover now, huh?
For sure. Like, my persona and who I am as a person is completely different.
Right.
Yeah.
You're nothing like when people see Amber Rose, you're nothing like that.
I am I couldn't be more opposite. Yeah, I couldn't be more. I'm just a nerd. I like to learn. I like to be around people that can teach me things. And I think I just got pigeonholed into a persona that made me money to support my family.
Right.
And,
When you,
how that goes.
Obviously, you didn't have siblings, but did you have friends? Were you friendly? Were you like were you tomboy? Were you girly girl? Did you have like, Amber's cool, let's go play with her, things like that? So what did you do as a child?
Yeah, I was definitely loved.
Okay.
I feel like I always had a good personality. I'm very easygoing. I'm a bit introverted, but I think like people think I come off as a bitch because I'm introverted.
Right.
When, I do, like I came in here and I said hi to everyone. I am that person, but I only give the energy that people give me. So if I walk into a room and I that energy is not positive, I'm probably just going to be quiet and just chill and not really say much. But I definitely was loved. I had a lot of friends, and I was a tomboy as well. I played softball.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm a softball girl. Right. I would play wall ball with the boys, stick ball in the street with like the half a tennis ball. Just real East Coast street games with the boys and stuff. But I was always feminine, but I would play with the boys.
Right.
Yeah.
So how was your mom? How was she a disciplinarian? Did she let you kind of like do what you wanted to do? What was the relationship? What was the dynamic between you and your mom?
Well, it's tough because like my mom's mom committed suicide when she was 10. And so my mom suffered severely from anxiety and depression most of my life. And so, no, she wasn't a disciplinary. I feel like I became her mom at a very young age.
Okay.
And I had to raise her and say, Mom, everything's going to be okay. It's okay to cry, or how can I help you, or what can I do? So yeah, it's like almost like I became a mom at a young age.
That's what I was about to ask, and I'm not trying to take a shot at your mom, but did you feel you had to raise yourself?
100%. I did. And I would say for many, many years, I resented my mom for that. But as I got older, I understood that being 10 years old and seeing your mom commit suicide is definitely not easy to live with. And my mom suffered. She suffered for many years.
You resent the fact that you didn't really get a chance to be a child. You didn't get a chance to do things that you saw a lot of the other kids your age get an opportunity to do because you were being there. You were being there for your mom when normally moms are there for their kids.
Right. Yeah. So even when I had trials and tribulations in my life, I felt like that I couldn't burden my mom with those things. And I had to just suck it up and be a G and just deal with it because I already knew that she had a lot on her plate emotionally. That I didn't want to add to that. And so I would internalize it or deal with it by myself.
When you got to high school, were you a popular kid?
Very. Yeah.
So you weren't like superlative, so most likely to succeed, best body, wittiest, best personality. So you were that it girl, you were that girl.
I definitely was popular when I got to high school, for sure. My boyfriend was like the head of the basketball team.
Okay.
It was that vibe. Yeah.
So obviously it's hard looking at you now aesthetically. Were girls jealous of you back then?
I mean, yes and no. I had a lot of friends, but the culture in Philly, it's like, I don't like your dress. I want to fight you.
Damn.
And then you got to be like, oh, fuck, I got to fight this girl. I don't, or it would just be like me, you, 3 o'clock. You up, and then in school you'd be like, it's 12 o'clock, you just know you got to fight this at 3, and it's like, so I never started fights, but I always had a fight, for no reason at all.
I mean, you a girly girl or were you tomboyish girl?
I was a girly girl, but I like sports.
Okay.
So I was around the boys a lot, and the girls would be like, you know, they would think like their boyfriend or like somebody that they liked me. But mind you, I'm just like, I'm chilling. I'm not even thinking about boys and stuff in that way. I'm just having fun and playing sports and stuff.
Why are you mad at me? Because he might have an interest in me. I ain't got no interest in him. Be mad at him.
Exactly. Story of my life, Shannon. Like, it ain't my fault, girl. Like, I'm not, you know.
Right. Who's scoring big in the NBA this season? You are, with all the new ways to get in on the action at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NBA. From the Monster Slams to dishing the rock to cleaning the glass, get behind your favorite player and prop bets you can make on DraftKings, the home of the NBA player props. Ready to place your first bet? Try betting on something simple like picking how many points your favorite player will have. Go to DraftKings Sportsbook app, make your pick. First time, here's something special for you. New DraftKings customers, bet $5, get $150 in bonus bets instantly. Take it to the rack with DraftKings Sportsbook. Every point counts. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code Shannon. That's code Shannon for new customers to get $150 in bonus bets when you bet just $5. Only on DraftKings. The crown is yours. Were your parents together? I mean, do you remember your parents being together and getting divorced, or were they divorced before you remember anything about that?
Yeah, my father had me when he was 19, and my mom was 23.
Okay.
But my dad, just a poor white boy in Philly, grew up in foster care. His mom didn't really love him. He never knew his dad.
Oh.
And so when my mom got pregnant, he was like, the only option I have is to join the military. Mm-hmm. So he joined the military at 19, and they shipped my dad off. So most of my life, my dad was gone serving our country, but it wasn't an ideal situation because I was mostly with my mom taking care of her, like mentally and emotionally.
So how much do you know about your dad? Because you said like 19, your mom got pregnant, he goes to the military to help support you.
Yes.
So were you familiar with your dad? What type of relationship did you have with your father?
Yeah, I mean, you got to think, I'm 41 years old, right? So this is the 90s.
Yes.
So you can't just get on FaceTime when my dad's in Iraq.
Yeah.
You know, you got to wait for a letter. Wait till he can get to a phone to call me, and hopefully I'm home. With the time difference, I might be at school, I might miss the phone call or whatever. It wasn't that easy to stay in touch with him, but my dad loved me. He always loved me. It's just the circumstances were up. But me and my father are closer than ever now. So,
really?
Yeah.
Did your mom ever say anything negative about your dad? That he left and went to the military, that he wasn't there to help her with you? Or did you understand the situation?
My mom spoke very negatively about my dad. Yeah, she did. Sorry, Mom. But this is my story. I got to tell my story.
Okay.
And I love my mom. And again, now that I'm older, I do understand a lot more. Yeah, my mom would be like, that motherfucker don't come around. He da-da-da-da, this and that. And now that I'm older, my dad's like, yo, I can't just leave Panama. I'm fighting with Noriega.
Yeah.
Like, I can't just get up and come. You know, it's a different time. And so now I do understand that dynamic. And I feel like maybe my mom didn't understand that back in the day, you know? And maybe she understands it now. I haven't had a conversation with her about that. But for me, Shannon, I like to just move forward and just
not look back.
Let shit go. I don't want to dwell on all that stuff. You know, I've had resentment towards my dad initially. Then I had resentment towards my mom later. And I just feel like I've just been in survival mode my whole life. And I'm tired. I really am tired because I become famous and I'm still in survival mode.
Really?
You know? So, yes. All the time, every day. I just wish someday I could just, I don't know.
You seem tired.
Take a break, yeah.
You've been fighting. You feel you've been fighting your entire life, and you just want. I don't want to fight anymore. I had to fight girls when I was growing up. I had to take care of my mom. I had to fight. Just one day, I just want to relax. I just want to decompress.
Yeah. Well, imagine you're young. Excuse me. You're the only child. My stepfather was an alcoholic, so he would you know, he would go on binges for weeks at a time, come back, and I would get, you know, I grew up in a 1-bedroom apartment with my mom, 1 bathroom. You know, we were poor.
Right.
And I would get up in the middle of the night to use the bathroom, and he would just be drunk on the toilet, passed out. Just like that.
Yeah.
And it's like, I got to do what I got to do to get out of here, you know? And I started very young thinking like taking the train up to New York, trying to make connections, trying to get signed to modeling agencies, just trying to do everything I can to make enough money to get out.
So is this where the exotic dancing came in at?
Yeah, absolutely.
So I think you started at 15?
Well, yes, that was the first time I danced. I was 15 years old. And granted, my parents did not know.
Of course
that.
not. How did you pull that off? Because don't they normally ID? Or I mean, you just look very mature for your age.
Well, I just went to the check cashing place and just got a fake ID. Like, it was just like, they giving out fake IDs. Okay, I'm on my way.
Right.
Like, it was like, you know. But I'll be honest, I used to weigh crack rocks for this drug dealer. I'm not gonna mention his name, but I used to weigh the crack and I used to put them in bags and he used to throw me money. But then I went to him, I'm like, I have to make more money because me and my mom became homeless because my stepfather was a construction worker, but also an alcoholic. So he would
Can't miss too many Mondays or they're gonna let you go.
Yeah. So he would do estimates all around these neighborhoods, and then he wouldn't finish the job.
Oh my goodness.
You know, so then he would take the money and go get drunk or whatever. And we got evicted when I was like 15 years old. And I had nowhere to go, so I started staying at my friend's house. But then her mom was like, you need to put up some money for food. And I'm like, I don't have no money.
Right.
I'm 15 years old, I don't have no money.
Damn.
So I would sometimes I would get like 50 cents or like a quarter or something. I can go get a chicken wing for a corner, at the corner's Chinese store. I get a chicken wing or something. Maybe some fried rice if I had like $1.50 or something. But, yeah, so we got evicted, and then, Shannon, I tried to sell crack, bro. I did it for like 2 hours, and I was so scared dealing with these people.
Yeah, I can imagine.
And I was like, yo, I cannot do this. I can't. I want them, like in my mind, I'm like.
You see the money.
I'm in survival mode. I'm trying to get out. I'm trying to figure my life out, and I'm young, and I don't have no family, right? So, you know, then I ran into some girls, and they were like, you're pretty. You can come make money over here. And it just was not my personality at all. And I felt like, what else am I going to do? I can't go work at McDonald's. So it's not enough money.
So let me ask you this. I had Cash Doll on, and she said when she first, I think she was in her teens also when she first started. What is the mindset that you have to get in to go do that? Because she said, hey, I had to take a couple shots, get my mind right to know that all of a sudden I'm going to have to take my clothes off in front of strange men. Taking your clothes off in front of your man is one thing. Taking your clothes off in a building, everybody watching, is something entirely different. So what was the mindset that Amber Rose had to get in to say, you're 15, 16 at this time?
Yeah.
What was the mindset that you had to go to say, I can do this?
I didn't even think about it, Shannon. I just knew that I had to make money to eat, get my mom an apartment, and figure it out. I never drank. I never did a drug in my life. To this day, I've never tried coke, Molly. People would be like, how did you marry Wiz Khalifa and you never smoke weed? I don't smoke weed. I just was laser focused on making money. And I don't know where Cash Doll worked, but where I worked, it was only topless.
Oh, okay.
So it wasn't, I've never danced nude.
Oh,
before.
okay. So you kept the bottoms on?
Yes.
Okay.
Always kept the bottoms on. So it was just topless. I was like, I mean, once you see a pair of titties, you've seen them all.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if you just.
Yeah, I was thinking you up in that thing butt ball.
No. Never. I've never danced nude, ever. No, never. So, yeah, so it's like once you get into the dressing room with the girls and everyone has their
Everybody
tits
walking
out,
around with,
you become desensitized. You're like, it's really not a big deal.
Right.
It's not like a huge reveal
Right.
where the guys are like, oh my God, it's, so.
Did You make a lot of money? You make good money? I mean, so your first night working, you go in there, you're like, okay, I got to do this. There is no other option. I don't have any family I can lean on. My mom really needs me to come through. You're 15, 16 years of age. How much money did you make the first night, and were you hooked from that point on?
$33. I'll never forget.
33?
Yeah.
You might have came out better going to McDonald's.
I know.
$33?
$33. Yes.
Well, how much was the dance? $1? A buck?
I didn't do no dances. I was too scared.
So
I was too scared, Shannon. I just was not that girl. I felt like I had to be there.
Right.
And I went on stage, and this was one of those, it was more of a gentleman's club than like a make it rain club.
Yeah.
So the guys was like giving me little ones.
Yeah,
like,
they took a buck. Yeah, took a buck.
I made $33.
33?
Yes. I'll never forget the number, because I was like, oh, at least I get to eat.
Yeah.
Tonight. Yeah.
Okay. You're like, okay, you make $33. Now, that's not a big incentive, Amber, to come back the next night. I'm just saying. I can see if you made $500 or you made $250.
Yeah.
$1,000, absolutely, I'm coming back. $33. But somehow, you're like, I got to go back.
Yes. I even got jumps and everything at the club.
For $33?
Not that night.
Okay.
But I got jumps.
So they took your money?
Hell no, they didn't take my money.
Okay.
No, they didn't take my money. But
so why would you get jumped? Because were you the prettiest girl in the club?
I got jumped because there were stages, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you know, when you get called to stage, then you got to go to the next stage and a new girl comes up and it's like a rotation.
Yes.
So this girl went up before me and she was doing all these tricks and splits and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I was never that dancer. I was always very sensual and sexy.
Okay.
That's the type of dancer I was. So she got up and I think they were like Africans, if I remember correctly. And they just had stacks and stacks and stacks of money at this one stage. Mm. Shannon, they didn't give her $1. They didn't give this girl $1. So it was my turn to get on stage, and it was a tsunami. As soon as I stepped foot on that stage,
right,
it was crazy. And she got mad at me.
What?
And she was bullying me, and then we go into the dressing room, and she's like, "Want to think they better? They cute." I was like, "Girl, you're obviously talking about me. Like, just say it to me, right?" I was in the Bronx. I was at Sue's Rendezvous at the time. And one of her friends was like, don't talk to her like that. And I'm like, oh, these are about to jump me.
Right.
You know? And then I said, bitch, you shut up. Because I felt like if I don't, I'm from Philly. If I don't do this, I can't come back and make money.
Right.
I can't let these bully me.
Right.
And then... yeah, they wound up jumping me, but the girl that started everything didn't even jump in. We didn't even fight. It was her friends that jumped me.
What was your stage name?
Paris.
Coming to the stage all the way from Philly. Let's give it up for Paris.
I was Paris before Paris Hilton came out. I'm just gonna say that. Yeah, because I was like, I'm gonna be Paris.
So how long were you an exotic dancer?
Probably 5-7 years.
5 years? But so you had to be making some good money.
After a while, I was. Yeah, I was.
You was the girl that they came back, they requested, man, where's Paris? I'm looking for Paris.
Exactly.
So were you like, how many nights a week would you work? 2 nights a week, 3 nights a week, 5 nights a week?
I would work all the time. Sometimes I'll do doubles. Sometimes I'll do day shift.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, normally the girls that day shift, they don't be like that, Amber.
Exactly why I would make money.
You the baddest brick in the pile.
Well, yeah, because like the businessmen will come on their lunch break.
Yeah.
And I would make money. Mm-hmm.
You get an apartment, you're doing well.
Yeah.
Did you know, like, I'm just doing this temporarily. I'm not going to make this a career. So what was your thought process? So did you have an exit plan?
I did. So I moved to New York. Well, so when I was going up to New York and I was trying to get signed to a modeling agency. And what's crazy is that Channing Tatum, before he was famous.
Okay.
So we both weren't famous, but he was like dating some girl that I knew and we all became friends or whatever.
Okay.
And he was an exotic dancer.
Right.
So I was like, Chan, can you get me some appointments up in New York? I'm tall, I'm slim at the time. You know, I done had kids now and I filled out a little bit. So I'm like, can you give me some appointments at modeling agencies? And he was like, of course. So I would go up there, and I had hair at the time, and they were like, no, girl, you're never going to be a model. It's never going to happen for you. And make a very long story short, I went back to Philly, and I was like, you know, okay, I'm a pretty girl, but all the girls are pretty that are going up there. They're all beautiful girls. How can I stand out? And I went to the barbershop, and I said, just go down the middle. I don't care. Just shave this off.
Really?
Yes.
You cut all the. I'm assuming because you're biracial, your father's white, your mom is black, correct?
Yes.
So I'm assuming, and
I have a lot of hair.
Forgive me for being presumptuous. Those gorgeous locks, you just shaved them.
Shaved it off. And I said, you know what? I don't, because I used to put my hair in a ponytail, a low ponytail, and look from the side. And I was like, it kind of looks like I have a nice shaped head. You know?
Yeah, you definitely have you definitely have the head that you can pull it off.
Thank you. So, you know, I took a gamble, and I won, and I got signed to Ford Models out of New York. But I wasn't a famous model. I just got signed.
Right.
So I still wasn't like this famous model. I still had to work. Started to make money. I was sending money back to Philly for my mom. And I just tried everything. And then this lady comes in to Sue's Rendezvous, and she's like, you should do music videos.
Damn.
And I was like, I'm a real model. I'm not doing music videos. Just my ego. I was just talking shit.
Okay.
And she was like, no, it's all expenses paid. And you get paid like $1,000, and you get like a per diem to eat, and, you know, get hotel and everything. So I was like, I'll do it. And then my first video was Young Jeezy I put on for my city.
Wow.
Yeah, but I had hair because I would like wear hair to the strip club because when I modeled, I was bald headed.
Oh, okay. So at what age did you cut your hair?
18.
18. And so this is kind of the look that you've had since you were 18?
22 years.
Since you 22 years.
Yeah.
You don't miss it?
I do.
You gonna let it grow back? You're not.
Probably not. Probably not. I don't, you know, it's just like
it's your look now. I mean, it's kind of like you see Amber Rose, you expect to see the low haircut. I don't want to say bald hair, but you expect to see this look.
Yeah, for sure. I throw a wig on every day. But you know what? It's like I almost look worse with like wigs. It's so weird.
People recognize you with a wig?
They do. They be like, girl, if you don't take that wig off.
Okay, the lady comes in.
Yes.
And she says, you know what? You ought to do music videos. You're like, I'm a real model. But anyway, you give it a try.
Yeah.
You do it for $1,000, and then.
Yes, so I do that, and then she calls me back for another Young Jeezy video, Vacation. But again, at the strip club, I'm wearing a wig. So then she calls me back for a Ludacris and Chris Brown video, I Know What Them Girls Like. And I said, well, her name is Margot. Shout out to Margot. I said, Margot, you know, I got like this buzz cut underneath this wig I've been wearing. Do you think like maybe the next video I do, like I could rock my short haircut? And she was like, video girls don't have short haircuts, Amber. Like it's just not a thing.
Right.
And I said, well, can I just send a picture? Maybe they might try it, you know? So she sends it to Chris Robinson, the video director. And he's like, yo, fly her out. And I became one of the main girls in that video. It was my first time in LA, so I was really excited. And that video is really what changed my life.
Wow.
Yeah.
I read you once got paid $100,000 for a music video. Is that true?
No.
What's the most you ever made in a music video?
$25,000.
Is that normal or was that excessive?
Well, I was already famous. I think Future gave me $25,000 for Mask Off. I think he gave me $25,000, yeah. And then I think I did Fabulous's music video, You Be Killing Them. I think he gave me like $15,000. But really at that time, I just thought it was cool. Like they were like my homies and shit. I'm like, y'all come through and do a video. It's not a problem.
Because you did music videos with Future, Nicki Minaj, Young Jeezy, Fab, Luda, Breezy, Kanye, Wiz, and Mary. Two of these guys you end up, we're going to talk about that in a minute. What's your best experience in the music video? So just meeting the guys and like, damn, they really cool.
Yeah, I was very surprised with Future because he comes off very toxic. But like we have a scene where we're like in the car, like driving together, and he's just a really nice, well-spoken guy. Like I can see why girls date Future.
Okay.
Because I'll like see it online and they'll be like, girl, you dating Future, you know how Future. But when I did the video with him, I was like, he's actually really nice. And you know, my friend China dated him.
Right.
But yeah, he's just a well-spoken, very professional, nice guy.
What's the worst part of doing music videos?
I don't know, Shannon. I'm when I come on set, I'm very professional.
Okay.
I'm not drinking. I'm not doing nothing crazy. I'm waiting for my turn. I'm waiting to get called.
Okay.
That's just how I move. So I've always had a pleasant experience.
So what is there anything that people, if their perception of music videos that's not reality? What does the public don't get about music videos?
I think it depends on the artist. I'll be honest with you because again, Chris Brown, Young Jeezy, Future, Fabulous, they were all very professional with everybody that was there. So I didn't have a bad experience. I can't speak for other artists. Okay. You know, I don't know what they do on set, but these guys were always great.
I read, I don't know if this is true or not, that Nicki Minaj helped you get your following up by shouting you out, that you gained like a ton of followers.
Yes. I called her and I said, girl, I just signed up for Twitter. Can you give me a shout out? And she was like, hell yeah. And then she did it. I was just at Nicki's house the other day.
Wow.
Yeah. We're still good friends, you know?
So you got a cool relationship with her.
Yes, yeah.
Video vixens. That's the term that some of you young ladies get. You look at Melissa Ford and Karen Steffens and Buffy the Body, Gloria Velez, Black China, Eric Manana. Is that an enduring term, or you like, nah, we just?
Well, that's a part of my resume.
Okay.
I'm not a video vixen now, but I was.
Right.
I was, yeah. And it was a fun time.
Really?
Yeah, hell yeah, it was fun.
Did you work with any of these ones that I mentioned?
I did not. I haven't had the pleasure, no.
Wow. Would you do?
They're a little before my time.
Okay.
Yeah, I came after those girls.
Oh, okay. My bad.
Yeah. I ain't that old. No, just playing. No shade to the girls. Oh my God, I didn't mean it like that. I'm just saying that they're they're like with Cisco and like I was still young with like Drew Hill and Cisco and stuff like that. I was still young.
I read that John Legend said that. As I sat down with John Legend, as a matter of fact, in this very building here, and he was talking about that he had shot a video. That's how he ended up meeting his wife, Christy Teigen. Obviously, you went on a couple of video shoots, and you ended up meeting your future partners. Is that, when you go on a shoot, you're like, I'm keeping it professional.
Yes.
Or at least you try to. Is that the goal of some women, like go on these sets and maybe try to get with the guy that's...
I'm sure women do that. I'm sure plenty of women do that.
Right.
That's personally not me. But it's crazy because you're referring to Kanye when I did his video?
Yes.
Okay. Well, he flew me out to do RoboCop video because he was like, you look like a robot. I think this would be cool.
Right.
And I said, absolutely. You're Kanye West. Of course, I'll come out and shoot the video. It would be an honor. And I come out and shoot I go to LA and we're like hanging out that night. I meet him and he's on another video set. And I'm like, okay, so what time should I be ready tomorrow morning? Is the car gonna, so I'm so used to like these.
You're keeping it professional.
The other videos I've done before that. And he's like, no, just chill. We're going to figure it out. I'll just, So I'm like, okay. So then a day goes by. Then another day goes by. We're going out to dinners.
Uh-oh.
We're going like,
You doing everything but shooting a video.
Yes. I'll be doing everything but shooting a video. So I'm like, Kanye, I only brought like one outfit because that's what I was used to. You fly in, you do the video, you have an outfit to get back on the airplane and go home.
Right.
He's like, you don't need no outfit. Don't even worry about it. I got you. So I'm like, okay. So then we go out to dinner and this is like the 4th, 5th day I'm there. And he's like, hey, I know this is crazy, but do you want to come to the Grammys with me? And I was like, oh my God, yes, I was supposed to Grammys. Like, this, it sounds fun. So we went to the Grammys, and then, me, I'm so young, Shannon. Right. I'm like, are we still doing this video?
Yeah.
But I did not realize I got flown out. I did not know that.
Hell, I'm sitting here, you tell a story, I didn't realize you got flown out.
Yes. I was so green, I didn't realize that he really flew me out.
Right.
Because he saw me in the video.
Right.
And for, because I was hot, and then he flew me out, but I didn't know.
Were you at the video when he jumped on the stage with Taylor?
Yes. I was sitting next
to him. You caused that?
I did not. I did not cause that.
But let me ask you a question. Okay, day one go by, you ain't shooting no video. Day two go by, you like, bro, I understand we going to dinner and thing, but bro, I need to make money. Did that thought you're like, hold on, I'm out here and that's fine. I'm going to these nice restaurants, but that ain't put no money in my pocket.
Well, you have to think, Shannon, like, it's still Kanye West.
Yes.
And he's very nice to me. And he's not being fresh with me or nothing.
Okay.
He's being very respectful and nice.
See, that's that 90s talking fresh.
Yeah. So, like, he was very charming.
Right.
So I was having a good time. But once I realized, so anyway, we go to the Grammys.
Right.
I called my mom. I said, Mom, Kanye invited me to the Grammys. I'm flabbergasted. I don't know. Like, she's like, baby, just go, have a good time,
right.
blah, blah, blah. So little did I know, the same day I called my mom was the same day my aunt died. It was my favorite person in the whole world. It's my mom's sister.
Right.
And she died of an overdose.
Okay.
But, so I called Kanye, because I'm at the hotel, and I guess he's at home, and I'm like, I'm sorry, I have to leave. I have to go back to Philly. My aunt died. And he was like, I'll go with you. I'll come with you. I don't care. Whoa. And I was like, Kanye, you can't come with me because the funeral is going to be all about you being there. Right. Let me just go handle my stuff. I'll just call you. And he's like, okay. So I go, and I go to my aunt's funeral, and he's checking on me every hour, Shannon.
Damn, man.
Every hour he's checking on me. And mind you, we didn't have sex, we didn't kiss, we didn't hug, we didn't do nothing. Like, I flew out to do a music video, right. He's taking me out to dinner.
Right.
But that was about it. So, long story short, the funeral's over, a couple days go by, he calls me, and he's just like, I know this is crazy, but like, you should just come out here and just be with me. Just move to LA and just come and be with me. Like, I've been thinking about you every day.
Wow.
And I just think we should try it. And I'm like, well, I got to go back to the Bronx and get all my stuff out of my apartment. He's all that stuff. I'll get you all brand new stuff. You don't need nothing. So I left all my stuff in the Bronx. I left everything I had. And he got me everything brand new.
Somebody got some good stuff up in the Bronx, huh?
Yeah, they got some cool shit. It ain't as cool as what Kanye bought me, but it's pretty cool.
That's how they do it, huh?
Yeah. Shannon, I did not know. I just did not know. So when people are like, oh, Kanye found her at the strip club, he didn't even know I was a dancer until I went back to LA to be with him. And I was like, by the way, I was dancing. And he was like, I don't give a shit about that. Like, I just want to be with you. So he was very charming. That's why I fell in love with Kanye, because he was really amazing at the time.
Wow.
Yeah.
So Kanye, first dates. Give me a kind of like a timeline, like a first date. How it should line up. Okay, you see somebody. Because studies say now nobody asks anybody on a date in person. Basically, it's DM.
So annoying.
It's it's third party. Hey, my homeboy or my homegirl saw you. They want to know, can they get you? Give me your IG. Don't nobody pass out no numbers anymore. Hey, you can hit me on IG. Things like that. So, if someone were to ask, and I don't want to be disrespectful. So if you're in a relationship, I apologize.
I'm not. I'm very much single.
Okay.
Slide in my DMs.
So,
I'm just playing.
What's the best way to go about asking Amber Rose out on a date?
Just ask me. I might actually say yes, because no one talks to me ever.
Really?
And that's the thing. People be like, how did Nick Cannon get Mariah? And it's like, he got Mariah because he actually asked her.
Yeah.
And he wasn't intimidated because she was Mariah Carey.
Okay.
You know, and you got to think somebody like a Mariah or even me. I know I'm not Mariah. I don't want to.
Yeah, you might say yeah.
But they just are they're scared of the rejection.
Yeah.
That so many months go by where no one tries to talk to us. And then we're just.
What's wrong with me?
No, I never. I never think what's wrong with me. I'll be like, what's wrong with y'all?
So you like a confident man. You like a man to walk up on you and say, excuse me, can I take you to lunch? Can I take you to dinner?
Shannon, you better stop. You know I like to climb trees.
Lord have mercy. You about to get me in trouble. But you like a man with confidence that's not put off because there's not. I feel comfortable in saying this. I don't think there are very many people that's going to walk up on you and not know who you are. Mm-hmm. But a lot of times people get intimidated by the men that you've dated. She dated Kanye. She dated Wiz. She dated Sam. And so they like automatically.
Yeah.
So let me ask you a question. You cool with a dude that's not on that level?
As far as what? Like either famous or financially?
Yes. I mean, obviously, look, you're doing good for yourself. I ain't going to be with somebody that ain't doing as good as me.
Yeah.
I need you to be doing at least as good as me,
right.
If not better.
Yes.
Better is better. But I'm saying, could it be someone that's not famous, quote unquote?
Of course, yeah. They don't have to be famous at all. But they have to be rich. They have to be rich, for sure. Yeah.
So you go out. Because it's interesting to see because, you think how I would talk to someone that's not famous versus someone that is famous, you're trying to like, okay, when in actuality, this is still a woman. And they like pretty much a lot of the same things. So I can have a guy can have a normal conversation, correct?
Right. Exactly. So there was this guy, it was like 2 weeks ago. He went to his manager and asked about me if his manager knew someone that knew me to get in contact with me, right?
You're doing too much, bro.
So he did all that. So I finally get on the phone. I'm like, why didn't you just DM me? And he was like, I just feel like you got so many DMs.
You ain't going to see mine.
I'm not going to. And I said, I have no DMs. My DMs are so dry. Men are terrified of me, Shannon.
Right.
Even when I go on dates, like their handshake, and I'm just like, why? I mean, I don't know.
Are you okay because the thing is, Amber, people, I think sometimes they're like the publicity, what comes along with Amber Rose.
Yeah.
Are you okay not dating publicly?
I prefer that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because you date public, you got to break up public.
Yeah,
and people all in your
I've
business.
made those mistakes throughout the years.
Okay.
I'm not even concerned with that anymore.
But when guys slide in your DM, do they like, I would like to get to know you? How do you differentiate? How do you like, okay, you serious? Oh, you on some bull job and so forth and so on. How do you determine what you're going to entertain and what you're going to mark as red?
Well, I'll know based off the first conversation on the phone.
Okay.
If you're stupid. I'm very attracted to, articulate, smart men that have like a soothing energy, but still very masculine and strong.
Right.
I need all of those components to make me feel safe around you.
Right.
So if I get on the phone with you and you're like, yo, what up, shawty, what up? I'm going to be like, oh,
this ain't it.
It's not it. It's not it. Mm-mm.
You mentioned like you want someone that's obviously financially secure. So what is this? What about 50-50 relationships? You ain't trying to hear that. Bruh, you ask me out, come on with it.
Yeah, especially on a date. I'm not paying for no date. I'm not paying for no date.
Okay.
I'm not, if I'm in a committed relationship with someone, why do I have to pay the bills? That's insane.
I'm not, so no bills? No, I'm saying like.
I can pay for my cell phone bill because it's like already like set up. Like I'm not going to be like, let me take my credit card off and put yours on. I'm not an but, just realistically,
right.
I don't even know how that would work.
Right.
I've never experienced that.
Have you ever paid for a date? Have you ever taken a guy out and paid for his date? Paid for the, brought the, the meal, the check came and you like, babe, I got this. Or
if it was my man, yes.
Okay.
For sure, I'll do that. That's not a problem.
Okay.
But if it's just a date and I'm getting to know the person, no.
Okay. Do you want to share bank accounts, or you okay? Like you got your own, I got my own. I know you're gonna take care of me like that, or do you need to you guys need to have a joint bank account? Even if you're married, I understand that because I think everybody, if you're married, have a joint bank account.
Yeah.
You got your bank account. I got my bank account. But what about just dating? We're not married.
No,
but,
I don't want to see. That's too invasive.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't need that.
Okay, I like.
Yeah, I don't need that.
Marriage. You want to get married again?
If I find the right person, but I'm not.
Kids? Want more kids?
Do I want another baby daddy is the question.
Because you told me I think you want a girl, right? You got 2 boys?
Yeah, I wouldn't mind another boy.
What about a daughter? You don't want a little Amber?
I'm good.
You afraid she might be like Big Amber?
You know what? I'm actually, I love my boys. I'm very much a boy's mom.
Yeah.
So I'm so used to that I don't even know what I would do with a girl. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do.
But I would have to get a surrogate because I was telling you before we started.
You did.
I have tears in my spinal cord from pregnancy.
Right.
So I have to get like epidural steroid shots and stuff. And once I get those, I'm like running around like a teenager. I'm good. But to go through that like again with my body and carrying a baby in my body, I cannot go through that again.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gifts. What's the best gift you've ever received?
I don't get gifts, Shannon.
Man, stop this, Amber. Now, see, y'all, you see putting on, we were doing good. I thought you was courteous, receptive to courtesy, and now you gonna tell me ain't nobody done bought you no gifts.
They don't buy me gifts. They don't buy me gifts.
They don't buy you no gifts anymore, or they have never bought you gifts?
I never, men have taken me shopping, for sure. I go shopping. But as far as like, I was thinking about you and I got you this, no.
Really?
No, I'm telling you, when I was at home and I was thinking about this interview, I'm like, people are going to think that I'm a liar.
Yes.
But I really just always had bad luck. Like, I just feel like my whole life has just been bad luck. And I had some cool shit happen, but for the most part, I don't know. I just never really had, maybe a Christmas gift. I don't know. No. I see girls on Instagram and it's like, my boyfriend just bought me a G-Wagon. I'm like, I never got that. Ever.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's what, but how would you feel like, or you start dating? Because I think, once you start leading with money, there's an expectation that that's the continuation and that's the way it should be. So, so what's your expectations? You getting it?
But I don't lead with money.
No, I'm saying they lead, lead with money. I don't expect you to, but I'm saying if a guy.
Oh, I hear what you're saying.
Yes.
I understand what you're saying. Yeah. Well, here's the thing. I won't just date a man because he has money.
Okay.
If that's the case, I could have been married a billionaire already. I need to want to have sex with you.
Okay.
I need to want to snuggle up with you.
Okay.
I need to want to not eat until I eat with you.
Okay.
That's what I love.
Okay.
I'm a lover girl. I'm a Libra.
Okay.
If we're watching a series, I'm not finna watch the next episode without you. That's the type of person that I am. So I can't just be with a guy just because he has money. It has to be a full package, which is why I've been single for the past 2 years, is because I just won't settle. I just won't settle for something that's not genuinely gonna make me excited.
Well, it's not like you got a wheelhouse type of guy. Wiz is 6'4", you got Kanye a little shorter. You'd be.
I dated white men, I dated black men, I don't care. I don't really have a preference in looks.
Okay. Damn.
Yeah, I don't. I like Korean men too. Like I like the K-pop. They're like cute.
What athletes? I don't know about any. You dated an athlete before?
I dated one was an L. I don't want to talk about. But
you caught it.
I was going through a divorce. It don't count.
Right.
But I dated Monte Morris. That was my boyfriend for a while.
Right.
We're actually still very close, and I'm close with his family and stuff like that. But as friends, we haven't been together for a very long time.
What about football players? You ain't dating a football guy?
No.
What's wrong with them?
They're a little, you know.
Guys, I'm sorry. I hate to tell you, I tried. I tried to get y'all in, but she say y'all crazy. So
no, it's okay. So it's not that. It's like, you know what, Shannon? I'm gonna be honest with you. If I get on the phone with you and you try to love bomb me, and then all you talk about is sex, I'm gonna block you very early on in the conversations.
Okay.
And I feel like with a lot of athletes, they're very sexual all the time. And it's like, can we just chop it up and laugh? Can we just go to the movies and out to eat? Like, just like men have groupies, I have groupies too.
Yeah, for sure.
So when it gets too convenient and too easy, I'm turned off. It's too accessible for me.
Okay.
I'm not the average girl.
I feel you.
So when it's too accessible and you just slinging it all over the place, I'm like, it's not, I don't really want it.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's your red flag.
Yeah, just like, I want to see you. I want to do this and that. I'm like, God, what's your last name? Where you come? You got kids? What's going on? Like, what's your hobbies? You like talking about having sex with me. You don't even know me.
Right. So
weird.
Ideal first day. Okay.
I might need another sip of this shit.
Go ahead.
Here, cheers. God damn.
Okay. All right, hello. Hey, Amber, what's up?
Oh, we doing this?
Yeah, we doing this. I'm calling. You pick up.
Hello.
Hey, Amber, how you doing? This is Shannon.
Oh, hey, Shannon. How you doing, boo?
I was wondering if you're free tomorrow night. Want to take you to dinner. Just want to get to know you. Just feel you out. Nothing heavy, nothing major. No strings attached. It's not like this is a committed relationship or anything like that. But I just want to get to know you and see if we can vibe.
I'm actually free tomorrow. I would love that. What time?
I'm on my way right now, but I'll pick you up tomorrow. So okay. Guy called.
I'm easy.
Yeah.
I mean, but I'm not easy in that way. But it's like if I'm available, sure, I'll go on a date.
What do you like? So what's you want dimly lit? Okay, you cool? You want to be off in the back room somewhere? What's an ideal evening for Amber?
Great conversation.
Okay.
Eye contact.
Okay.
Not talking about sex at all. It's gonna turn me off.
Okay.
What are your dreams and ambitions? Or what were they, like you asked me earlier, when you were a kid? I just want to get to know you.
Right.
I want to feel a closeness to you.
Right.
Where it makes me be like, damn, I'm thinking about him the next day. I want to see him again.
Yeah, I like that.
You know?
Yeah.
So
See?
it's like,
Y'all see that with me? That's what y'all need to do.
yeah, I want to be like, I want to wake up the next day and just be like, that was so nice.
Right.
I wonder what he's doing later.
Right. Hope he asks me out again.
Yes.
Have you?
But Shannon, hold on. Before you say that,
Okay.
these men out here are princesses, okay? They want to be the princess.
Really?
They want you to text first. They want you to be like, babe, I'm going to take you out. They want you to call, I'm going to take you out, boo. They want you to be the man in the relationship.
Really?
It's so bad out here. It's so terrible. You don't know how many people I blocked. I can't take it. And these are really, I mean, I'm not going to name drop. They're really successful guys. Just stupid. Just they want to be catered to. And it's like, I'm old school.
But Amber, it's okay if you call. It's okay. It's like, hey, are you?
And I do.
Okay.
I do.
Because some of y'all be doing too much.
I'm not toxic.
No, but I'm saying I shouldn't have to call all the time.
No, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that these men nowadays do not take initiative like men do. Mm-hmm. If me and you are talking and you text me and I'm on my phone, I'm not going to be toxic and be like, let me wait. I'm going to let him wait 10 minutes for
Okay, see, they be doing that though.
I'm not doing that dumb. I'm too old for that.
Okay.
If I'm on my phone and you text me, I'm going to be like, hey, boo, what you doing? I'm going to text you right back.
Right.
I don't care about looking thirsty and all that. Right. If I'm excited, I'm going to show you that I'm excited. Yeah. And I want the same in return.
Okay. I like that. Yeah. Hold on. Is it true that you make men get tested before they sleep with you?
Yes. Well, unprotected. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Every time.
And they cool with that? They're like, okay.
Yeah. What, they not going to do it? They're going to do it.
Yeah, you better believe it. Hey, as a matter of fact, I'm coming with it. There you go, right there.
Right.
I was hoping.
Exactly.
At what age did you start doing? At what age?
Well, again, I watched my neighborhood friend die of AIDS.
Yeah.
So for me, it was very close to home.
Mm-hmm. It hit home.
And I wanted to be an epidemiologist. So I studied STDs.
Mm-hmm.
And I was obsessed with like bacterias and stuff. So for me, it's like, you're not finna play with my life. I don't give a how cute you are.
Wow. Mm-hmm. What's the wildest thing you've ever done in a relationship? I read with Megan Fox. I think she drank like some of Machine Gun Kelly's blood. And you saw Angelina Jolie did this with Billy Bob Thornton. What's the wildest thing you've done in a relationship, Amber?
I'm not a wild girl.
Huh?
I'm not.
But why people have that perception of you? You know they do that.
No. Ask my assistant, Joseph. He's been with me for 10 years. I have no skeletons in my closet. I'm not into deviant sex. I don't like eating coochie. I'm not into threesomes. I'm a very traditional girl. I don't like none of that extra shit. I don't do drugs. I don't get drunk. I'm very square. I'm just not that person.
Oh, so you like a basketball? You like one-on-one?
I like one-on-one.
There you...
I like one.
Give me that. Give me that. See y'all.
That's frowned upon nowadays. Because if girls say that, it's like, oh, she ain't gonna bring no home. I'm not bringing no bitches home, y'all. I'm not doing it. Don't ask me. Don't bother me with that shit, or just leave me alone.
Right.
It's not my thing.
You spin the block?
No.
Once you're done, you're done.
I'm done. Yeah. I hold grudges too.
Really?
Yeah, I do.
Why?
I'm just not a forgiving person.
What if it's you the one that messed up?
I don't mess up. I never mess. I'm an overachiever. I do not mess up. Mm-mm. You can go through my phone. If you're my man, you can go. You got my password. I don't got nothing to hide.
Damn.
Yeah. Shannon, men don't cheat on their barber. Why you want to cheat on me?
Damn, I ain't look at it like that. You ain't got it. Damn, I didn't look at it like that. Y'all heard that? You don't cheat on you don't go to the barber. He could be cutting your hair for 10 years. All of a sudden, step out on him, let somebody else cut it.
They don't do that.
So
why you cheating on me for what? Why do I have to tolerate that?
Ooh, damn. I like
dealing with that shit.
What have dating in LA taught you?
It is a nightmare out here.
Really?
It's a nightmare. Yeah. I saw on Instagram the other day, they said LA is the worst place in America for dating.
I can believe it.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of pretending, Amber. There's a lot of pretending on both sides. I'm somebody that I'm not. Mm-hmm. I have something that I'm not. I'm going someplace I'm not. And so everybody is lying to each other.
Yeah.
And then when you get together and you finally catch up, like, bro, sis, you've been lying this whole time.
Yeah,
you ain't none of what you said.
It's sick out here. It's sick.
But you live here, I mean, so if you're gonna get married, you're gonna have to.
I live here by default because my kids are here and they're still young.
Right.
If I didn't have my kids, or if I didn't want to go through all this shit with my baby daddies, I would leave. I would go to Dallas or something.
I thought you were gonna say Houston. Why do you think people cheat?
They're insecure. If you cheat, you're insecure because all you have to do is say, hey, listen, I care about you, but I'm not happy. So I want to go over here and try this. Mm-hmm. It's really not that hard. Yes, you might shatter someone's heart, but at least you're being honest.
Right.
So when you cheat, you're trying to find validation somewhere else because you can't face what you got going on in your life. Just be honest.
So transparency is big for you.
It is the only thing. If you betray me, I'll never talk to you ever again.
Never?
Never.
Have you ever cheated?
Never. Not on any boyfriend I ever had, ever in my life. I never cheated. I'm not a cheater.
I mean, you don't drink, you don't smoke, you ain't out here tripping. What is it? What is it? I mean, I would have thought you'd have been married with about 4 or 5 kids by now.
Men are terrified of me.
Why are they terrified of you?
I don't know. I mean, you're a man. Tell me. I don't know. I don't know. I think they're intimidated by my persona.
Yes, I believe it.
But if you get to know me as a person, you'll be like, damn, she cool as hell. I'm really just a South Philly regular girl.
You did. I mean, you came in here, you're like, hey, how you doing? Nice to meet you. Thanks for having me. I appreciate you coming out to do this. You were very courteous, very receptive to courtesy. Yeah, but I can see, because I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, wow, okay, she's a very attractive woman. I mean, I see her. When you see someone, I was telling you this off camera, I say to see someone on television and you think you're never going to see this person, and all of a sudden you meet this person, of course, I had a perception of what I thought you would be.
Right.
You're nothing what I thought you would be.
Right.
After actually sitting here talking to you off camera, not talking to you on camera. So I can see why men that see you, and I like to think I'm kind of successful, but a normal person, yeah, they would be very intimidated by you.
Yeah, and it happens, but you know, girls like me are probably the most loneliest, for sure.
How do you know someone is cheating? Have you caught someone cheating? You go through his phone, you follow him out, you put air tags? I think that's the thing. So how have you caught?
I listen.
You ain't gonna tell your secrets?
I'm a real South Philly. I used to pull up. I will pull up. I'll do all that stuff. I'll bust out windows.
Come on, Jasmine Sullivan, you busting the windows out somebody's car.
I swear to God. Like, that was Amber back in the day.
Okay.
Now, I have an intuition. I'll know like that. And I'll just be like, get the out of my life. I don't tolerate. Why? Why tolerate? I have my own money, my own children, my own house, my own cars. Why tolerate and betrayal? If you can sit there and lie to me, you're not my friend. And in a relationship, you have to be friends with someone first before anything. Right. You know? So if you're not my friend, why are you in my life? For what?
Wow. How do you repair a broken heart?
Just time.
Because they say the mind replays what the heart can't delete.
That makes sense. Yeah.
So when you're in a situation and you're with someone for an extended period of time, and not saying it's betrayal, because the thing is, Amber, and what I tell people, breaking up with someone is easy if you're the one that wanted to do the breaking up.
Right.
The hard part is when you want to be in this relationship and the other party doesn't.
Yes.
That's the hard part.
Yeah.
How do you start to mend when you've been interwoven with this person for an extended period of time? 2 years, 5 years, 7 years, 10 years. How do you untangle that?
I mean, I go to the gym. That's all I do. I get up every day. I know it sounds superficial, but the only thing that can heal that is time. Getting up under somebody else is not going to help. Sitting at home and crying about it is not going to help. It's not going to change nothing. But if you go and you get active and you stay busy, time will go by and then, you know, things will get better.
Age limit. Is there an age limit for you on dating? Is there an age you got to be this age and you can't be over that age? So is there a...
Shannon, I'm going to be honest with you. These 22-year-olds are on my body.
Yeah, I can believe it.
And and I'm like, I'm old enough to be your mama. Like, I'm 41 years old. I don't care. I don't even like girls my age.
Yeah. They immature.
Very, and immature for sure. I'm just saying that's
right.
Not my thing.
Right.
But I mean, there's some little cutie pies, but they're young as hell.
So you say you're 41. So is there like has to be at least 30, and then I'm not going above 50. So is there like 30 and 50? That's my demo. Or is it 30, 60? That's my demo. What's the demo? It
depends. It depends on the man. It depends.
Depends, huh?
Yeah. Cause if I really like love you or I like you, I'm gonna wanna have sex all day. So you can't be too old where you just like you just can't handle me. You gotta be able to handle me because listen, I'm in my prime right now.
40 is prime?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I did say I wasn't gonna drink. Yeah. Listen.
Jordan, check my bag over there, Jordan. But you caught criticism when you dated Savage. I think he was 24, you was 33.
It was at 9 years, yeah.
Yeah. Is that the biggest age discrepancy as far as you being older? Amber! Let me find out you passing out now laters and Jolly Ranchers to get these. Come on!
No, stop. You gotta chill. No, again, I mean,
guys like what they like.
These young boys, Shannon, I mean, after a while, you just like,
like we were when I was in high school, and the teachers didn't look like they look now. But I'm saying, when you had one teacher that she was like,
yeah,
and here you are like 12, 13, and she's like 25. You're like, wow, man, I can't wait to get. So 18, I can
19, 20.
Yeah, I can see guys.
I think that's what happened with girls my age, right? These young boys watched us for a long time, and now they're old enough, to pursue us and date us, and that's why they're on us like that.
Okay,
yeah, that makes sense.
You see the situation, and I think she got more criticism than you, Drea Michelle and Jalen Green. I think her oldest son is actually the same age as Jalen Green.
Yeah,
and Jalen's grown, and people are like, well, groom. She didn't meet the kid when he was 7. And
right.
Bro, I mean, come on now.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know her, but what do you think about that situation?
One, I think to each his own, and he is a grown man.
Correct.
I think that the outrage was more so that her son was the same age. My oldest is 12. So if my oldest was 22, I may feel different as a mother talking to a 22-year-old. I don't know.
Right.
I'm not sure about that. But for me to talk to a 22-year-old, I don't really care. I wouldn't date them and be serious with them, but I have my little fun, and then I'll keep it moving,
Right.
But I think that was the outrage, but I think they look beautiful together.
Yes.
They have a baby together.
They seem happy.
They seem very happy, yeah.
I'm looking at Al Pacino. Al Pacino's 83. He just had a baby, and she was 29.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what I said too.
Yeah. Good for her.
That might be a bit much, Amber. That might be a bit much.
How much is Al Pacino worth?
Probably 300.
No, well, yeah, good for her.
Well, he definitely ain't going all day. So hopefully, she on the schedule.
Yeah, see, that's what I can't deal with. I can't deal with that. That's too old for me.
I mean, God, well, you have to get somebody in his 20s or early 30s.
That's not true.
40 to 50, put it out.
There's medications. There's
okay. Medication. The medications. Shout out to Rose Sparks. Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
When someone shares dating your youngest son's father.
Yes.
You be okay with, like, when other celebrities date people that you once dated. You be okay with that? You're like, you trying to be me or something like that. Do you get upset with it?
Well, I mean, if you look at my track record, all my exes dated bad bitches after me. I was their initial bad bitch.
Right.
And then bad bitches want to date them because I dated them. That's just how the game goes.
But they can't see you though.
What you mean?
The ones they dating after you ain't you. They try to replace you.
If that's your opinion, I'll take it. I'm not finna say that.
Yeah, okay.
But God bless them. Look, when it comes to my children, as long as my children are happy, I grew up with step parents. I know how it is to have step parents, or my mom was dating people and stuff like that. I don't feel no type of way. As long as these women are nice to my children, that's all I care about. Right. Honestly, all the other stuff it means nothing to me.
But why do people try to get in the way when someone is dating someone older, be it the man dating a younger woman or the woman dating a younger man? Why do people always try? Why they can't just be happy for them? Why? I mean, that's not your life.
Yeah.
Why do you care?
Yeah, I don't know why. I mean, you know how the internet is. They just, everyone has an opinion. Everyone has something to say about
something. And they think their
something.
opinion matters too.
It does not. Because I'll tell you, when I got canceled because I endorsed Donald Trump.
Right.
When I'm out in the street, I'm not canceled. Everybody still wants pictures. Everybody to me. I still go do, charity softball games, give out autographs, show up here, there, and the third. You would think it never even happened on the internet. So the internet is fake.
It's just the loudest. They make the most noise.
It's all
It is.
Those-
I had to learn that the hard way because I was thinking because everybody's had something negative to say, Amber, and I was like, damn. But then my sister said, Shannon, do you think you could be where you are? You're on ESPN. You got Club Shay Shay, you got Nightcap, you got all these sponsored advertisers. Do you actually think you could be this if all these people hated you?
Exactly.
And once you really think about it, no.
Everybody that could talk about you or me on the internet, when they see us, they would ask us for a picture.
True.
And they would be excited.
Not one person I've met in the last 3 years since I've been on my own have ever said anything that somebody said to me on the internet.
That's what I'm saying. It's all fake. It's all fake outrage. And you sit at home and you read it and you're just like consumed with it. You get all nervous and shit, and then you go out and you're like, no one really gives a They don't care.
Give me some relationship advice. What's the best relationship advice you can give me, Amber? I'm hurting right now.
You hurting right now?
I'm hurting right now. Old poor hustler hard out.
You trying to get somebody back?
Hell, I might be trying to get somebody.
Oh, you trying to get somebody?
Yeah, I'm just somebody you help me hook it up.
I would say be a genuine person.
Right.
Don't be a liar.
Okay.
Don't be a love bomber.
Okay.
Spend some money. Girls like money, Shannon.
They do?
Yes.
I'm a poor hustler. I ain't got it like that, Amber.
You got it like that. You had Club Shay Shay for 3 years. You're fine. If you have money, you got to spend money on girls. If you want an upper echelon type of girl, you have to spend money.
How much?
Enough. Nothing crazy, but you got to take the girl shopping. You got to be like, yo, I was thinking
Do I gotta
about
go?
you. No,
Okay.
you do not.
Okay.
I was thinking about you. I bought you a Chanel bag or a Birkin. I just was thinking about
Birkin?
you. Chanel bag is fine.
Okay, yeah.
Early on is fine.
You know, Birkins, they started like 12, 15, Amber?
So Chanel bags do too, though. Chanel bags are up there as well. Shannon, now you got it. Don't sit here and act like that. Don't be cheap. Girls don't like that. You got to spend that money.
Man, I might have to put 2 ends in Chanel.
You gonna get it from what's that website? The Temu or Alibaba.
Right. Public breakups. You know, if you date public, you got to break up public. And it's bad.
Yeah.
And it's really bad now between Cardi and Offset. If you're in a situation like that, would you go back and forth with your ex online?
I would not. But some people feel the need to.
Why?
I also think I've been famous much longer than Cardi.
Yeah.
I think when you're newly famous, you do feel like you have to explain to the internet. So I've taken plenty of L's on the internet because I just didn't explain myself.
Right.
They've associated me with men that I never even met in my life. And I was like, I'm not going to sit here all day and dwell on this. They're going to do it anyway, whatever.
Right.
But she feels the need that she has to defend herself. And I'm actually not mad at it. Like, I look back and be like, damn, it's kind of inspiring that she does that. I kind of wish I did that early on, you know?
Well, when you and Kanye broke up, he had something, a song to say, and he said something really negative about you. And I felt that he could just...
What is that?
He said that he had something about he had to take a bath or something. You remember that?
I remember that dumbass shit.
That couldn't have made you feel good.
Well, listen, I'll tell you something, Shannon. Men that are in new relationships, sometimes they have to say mean things about their ex, so their current girlfriend doesn't feel bad about themselves.
No, I ain't finna prop.
You know?
I ain't finna prop nobody up by talking down to somebody else.
Psychologically speaking, or that's what they do.
Right.
So the girl can be like, yeah, talk shit about her, so it makes me feel good.
Right.
I'm not an insecure. If a man said that about his ex, I'd be like, you spent 2 years with her. You took her all around the world. You bought her everything she wanted. She knows your whole family. His aunties and cousins, they still hit me in DMs and call me and text me years and years later, checking on me and my kids. So I was good enough for you to be with. It's not like me and Kanye we were together in a relationship for 2 years. You know what I'm saying? So to say that about me is That wasn't cool.
Did you hit him up and say, bro, why you do that?
What for what? For what? I'm not hitting that man up. He knows what. One day I'll get my apology. One day he'll come out and be like, I should have never said that dumbass shit. But that's why I said he likes fingers in his booty.
Oh.
Because it just like.
Nothing.
But I didn't say that as a factual statement. I said it because it's like, you want to hurt my feelings, I'm just going to hurt your feelings. So, you know, it was childish and it was immature, but 30 showers is crazy. Yeah. When I didn't even have sex with you unprotected until you got tested. You're Kanye West and I made you get tested before we had unprotected sex. So how you got to take 30 showers after me? I wasn't the one out cheating and doing dumb. I didn't do anything.
Damn.
You know?
I do know. Let me ask you this. What about these rumors? You know, there was a Chris Rock rumor, there was a rumor with CJ Stroud, and then this rumor, last rumor, Iman Shumpert. Because I think they photographed you on the beach.
Yeah. Iman is I call Iman to hook me up with other guys.
Right.
That's my dog. Like, Iman is like literally one of my best friends. So me and Iman have nothing going on. We never had nothing going on. CJ Stroud was nice enough to give me a ride home. I was in Houston. My assistant's from Houston. He went to go visit his mom, and I didn't have anybody with me. I was supposed to take the Sprinter back to the hotel for this charity game last year. And the Sprinter left me. So CJ was like, I live in Houston. I don't mind giving you a ride back to the hotel. I'm not going to leave you here to get an Uber. And I was like, thank you. I appreciate it. Took me to the hotel. We're all over the internet the next day. So it's just like things like that. It makes my life tough because let's say I am pursuing a man or somebody likes me.
And he sees
they're
that.
like, this is everybody,
right.
You know? And
yeah.
It's just not what's happening at all.
Wow.
Yeah.
My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy album.
Yeah.
That was about you, huh?
You gotta ask him that.
I mean,
that's what people say.
He was making good music when he was with you. He might need to get back.
They all make good music with me.
I'm just saying he need to come on back.
You know? No, he don't need to come back.
Yeah, he need to come back. He need to come Amber, that music.
No. I'll be his friend, but I don't.
On the Blame Game, Amber Rose on the Blame Game song. What were you trying to say?
Who?
You?
I didn't say nothing on that song.
You say Jesus taught me the Blame Game skit.
That's not me.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
CJ.
No. The internet says that it's me.
Oh, so the internet lied again.
Your producer is right.
Right.
That is not me.
Okay.
Just like the internet said he found me in a strip club and saved my life. That did not happen.
He rescued you. He ain't rescued.
No.
When Kanye jumped up on that stage and took that mic from Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
What was going through your mind?
I was like, holy.
Did you have any idea he was going to do that?
No, I had no idea. He was going to do that. And he was so fast. He was like sitting right here. And then I think it was like Beyonce and Solange and like were sitting next to me on this side. And he was so fast. And, you know, even to this day, I tell people like, he was wrong for taking Taylor's moment.
Yes.
I agree with that. Was he wrong in what he said? No, he was not wrong. And I think over time being famous, you see a lot of things that are just not okay. And they use celebrity as pawns in their weird little game.
Right.
And he was just fed up. And when he got off the stage, he was instantly remorseful. He apologized to Taylor and her mom.
It's over though. You can't apologize for that though. I mean, you can apologize.
I get it.
But at that moment,
yeah, I get it.
To have I don't know if we've ever seen. It's kind of like a protest, and we've seen politicians and somebody throw a pie in their face or put egg and things like that.
Yeah.
But to be at the Grammys, that's her. As a matter of fact, I think it might have been her first.
It was the MTV Awards.
And that might have she won what, album of the year or something of the year.
She won video.
Video of the year, yeah.
You won video of the year over Beyonce's Single Ladies. That's kind of crazy, Shannon. Come on.
It is crazy, but...
And I love Taylor Swift. She's always been very nice to me and my children, but Beyonce should have won. And sometimes...
But that wasn't his place.
It was not his place.
If Beyonce jump up on stage and snatch the microphone, I can live with that. But not him.
I agree with you.
What was the ride home like?
But two things could
be true.
You know what I'm saying?
So on the ride home, was it quiet? Was like, damn, Kanye, I think you might have messed up on this one. What was the ride home like?
Well, if I remember correctly, he was on the phone with people. And they were
crisis managers.
I think people were just like, why did you just do that? But then we went to the Spotted Pig and we were having a good time. And he did feel bad. You know, like, it's hard for me because I do have a place in my heart for Kanye.
You do?
Where I know the good side of him. I've experienced the good side of him. But when he surrounds himself with people that just feed the dark side of him, he's not living at his full potential.
Okay.
So I feel bad when I see things that he does sometimes, and I'm like, you don't have somebody around you that's maternal in a way they're gonna sit you down and love on you and get you to do the right things, you know?
Do you believe he's a different person after his mom died? How much impact did that have on him? Because everybody seemed to believe that from the moment that happened, that he's been a very different Kanye West.
So I haven't had the pleasure of meeting his mom. Okay. I've met Kanye after his mom passed. Mm-hmm. But I will tell you from experience, my mother lost her mother at a young age. So when I did get with Kanye, I knew how to take care of him because I had always taken care of my mother. And so he wasn't acting like that with me, Shannon. He wasn't that guy. He did the MTV but he wasn't acting like how he's acting now when he was with me. He wasn't doing that because I would sit him down and talk to him and, you know, tell him to go in the other room and take a picture of his mom and speak to her and tell her about your day and tell her how much you miss her and light some candles and cry. And it's okay, you know? I don't think he has anybody around him that's really, I don't know, just loving on him. Just loving on him the proper way. That's just me from the outside looking in. That's just how I feel.
When you see Kanye today, what are your thoughts?
Again, I think that he has enablers around him that don't actually care about him. That's what it looks like to me. I don't have inside information on what's going on in that camp. But just looking from the outside in, that's what it looks like to me.
When you see Kanye and his wife, I don't know if it's his ex-wife, there are reports that they're getting divorced, so forth and so on. Let's just say for the sake of argument, they are together. And you see how she's dressing. Is that she's dressing like that or Kanye dressing her like that?
Kanye's for sure dressing her like that. Yeah, he did the same thing to me and Kim. This is who
why
he is.
Why does he like, I mean, obviously you're a very statuesque woman. You have curves. You're very figured. What is it about that he wants the world to know, look at my woman? We can see.
He wants other men to want his woman. That's what he's into. He likes that. He likes that men are like drooling over his woman. That's what he's into.
I like to think anybody that I'm with, that somebody wants her. If don't nobody want her but me, I need to reassess I need to reassess what I'm doing.
Right.
But to really man, I want.
Yeah, he wants all his friends to want his girlfriend. He wants everybody that when you walk in a room, that his girlfriend or wife is the most desirable in the room.
She the baddest bee in the room.
That's what he likes, yeah.
And you dress like that because that's what he wanted. You want to please your man.
I was young, and I'm going to tell Kanye no. Like, when I'm that young, it's like, okay, you're buying me this stuff.
Right.
I do look pretty and cool, but Shannon, now, if you look at old pictures of me when I'm dating Kanye, but I'm out by myself, I have all his clothes on.
Yeah.
I have baggy jeans on, t-shirt, big ass jacket. I raided his closet. When he wasn't home, I would wear all his stuff because I used to hate to dress like a whore. Basically. I used to hate it. So I used to rebel when he wasn't home and I would go in his closet.
So let me ask you this. Ideally, How does Amber Rose like to dress? Is the occasion appropriate? So if I'm going to the Grammys or I'm going to someplace else, I'm going to dress appropriate. But when I'm just hanging out with my girls, I'm saying you're not wearing all that stuff.
No, I'm in sweatpants.
Okay.
And I'm in a sweatsuit, usually with some Jordans on.
Okay.
Maybe a little dad hat
Right.
or something. I'm very casual.
Would you? I mean, I don't think you had. You did. I mean, I think you did have one of those see-through dresses that Kanye put his wife in at one point in time.
Yes, I did.
Amber.
I cried.
Really?
Yes, I did. I remember crying. I was in like Italy or Paris or something, and I remember crying and arguing with him and being like, I don't want to wear this. I don't want to wear it. You don't understand. It's fashion. I'm a genius. You know how he is. And it's like, okay, I still don't want to wear it, but I wind up wearing it. They ate me up on the internet.
They ate you up.
They ate me up. And then I'm like...
The guys were trying to eat you up too. The guys loved it. The guys loved it.
I was like, oh my God, I really just don't...
Was that something as you look back, that was many, many years ago.
It was.
If that was something you'd do again, you'd never do anything like that again.
Do what?
Wear something like that.
No.
But that was because that was prior kids.
It was prior.
So you got kids now. So you guys are like, nah, I got boys now. I can't do that.
Yeah. So I'm actually on OnlyFans, right?
Okay.
And so I know OnlyFans has like this stigma of like porn and
right.
I am on OnlyFans. I'm doing cute pictures, selfies. I'm talking to my fans.
Right.
Hey, what are you doing today? Oh, I'm going on Club Shay Shay today. Make sure you tune in next week. Blah blah. Right. That's my OnlyFans. I make a lot of money on OnlyFans.
Feet pics.
No, I don't do feet pics.
You don't do no feet?
No, I mean, everybody got their price.
Yeah.
Somebody asks for a feet pic. It depends on what they want to pay me out. Send my fee. Who cares? But yes, because I have children, there's certain things that I just will not do because I respect and love my boys.
You were a model for Louis Vuitton, Ford Models, Vogue, walked the runway at New York Fashion Week. How was that world? What is it like to be a model? Because I think, what is that world like? I would like to go to Fashion Week in Paris. I'd like to go sit down and see a Tom Ford show or Dior or whatever the case may be. I'd like to see one of those shows. What is it? What's that world like, Amber?
I personally don't like it.
Really?
It's not my thing. Shannon, I'd rather have a barbecue with some loud music and be with my friends and like dance and just have a good time with no phones and just chill out. Mm-hmm. I'm that girl.
Right.
Fashion Week is very superficial. Although I love brands. I'm wearing Balmain. Right
Ooh, okay.
But
I'm looking at the shoulder pads. I'm like, that's something I probably should know.
yeah, it's a little Balmain dress. So don't get me wrong. I like certain things within fashion, but I do not like the fashion world.
Okay.
Most of the people are ugly. They're
That's how you really feel, huh?
Yeah, they're just ugly on the inside too. They're just ugly people on the inside because it's not about who you are as a person. It's about what you have on and only what you have on. So it becomes very dark over there because no one is actually real. It's like, what did you have to do to put this $8,000 outfit on? What did you have to do to get that? And that's all they care about out there. So it's just not really my world.
Wow. Is modeling really a cutthroat business?
It is. It is very much. It's like every other business. It's like, depends on who you and what connection you have. It's just all the same. It's all the same.
Did you ever interact with Naomi Campbell, Tyra Banks? Did you ever meet? Oh, they were a little bit before you.
Way before me, like 20 years before.
Okay. I got something. Because it seems to be like the last year and a half, there's been all this talk about these Hollywood parties.
Let's talk about it.
Amber, what's really going on?
I don't know.
You ain't never been invited to these Hollywood parties?
I've been to probably everyone. I've been to every puff party. I've been to every white party since 2009. I've been to every party, and
you just go in the right room, not the wrong room.
I don't think there's rooms, Chad. I'm gonna be honest. Now, look, I'm gonna be very, very transparent on the show. If these freak-offs are happening, it's on a completely different day than the actual puff parties.
Okay.
it's not that day because every time I was there, Puff was there the whole time. You know, he got the Ciroc. He's on the DJ booth. He's the host of the party. I will say that. Now, I've had this conversation with Ray J. Ray J is one of my best friends. I said, Ray, did they ever invite you to a freak off? Because they never invited me. And I done been at these parties. I just feel like, why I didn't get the invite?
Because they know you don't get down like that.
Maybe they know I don't get down like that. Okay, cool. But you would think maybe an assistant would come up and be like, hey, you like girls? Or like, you know, you into... Never. No one ever asked me that. They never asked Ray J either. And me and Ray J was talking about it. We were like, I done been to the party, the after party, the after party. I never seen none of that stuff. Wow. But that's not to say that it does not happen or invalidate people that... But I do think it's a different day that I'm just not invited to. I don't know.
You think it's a plot because we saw it happen with Russell Simmons. Now we see it happen with P. Diddy. You think it is a plot or a ploy to take down prominent, high-powered black men?
I don't know. It really depends on the evidence, right? Because they did say that there were drugs in the baby oil. I don't know. That's allegedly.
Is that true? You think Puff had 1,000 bottles of baby oil?
That's what I'm saying. I don't know because the internet is fake, like we said earlier. You just don't know.
Right.
But if that is in fact true, then that is a problem. One thing I do know about Puff is that he's an abuser. You know, he abused Cassie. We all saw the video.
Right.
It is not okay. And but as far as the freak offs, I don't know about that.
Did you have, when I say relationship, I don't mean intimate relationship, but did you have a relationship with Puff Daddy where you cool? Did you talk? Did you know him? Things like that?
I would say that we didn't talk on the phone and we didn't hang out, but I was always invited to the party. Okay. And that's the extent of our friendship.
Okay. Now, is it true that you were at the Halloween party that Puff's sons and Ray J got into it?
I was, yes. I was right there.
What happened?
They just pressed Ray J and they were just like, stop talking about my dad. And then Ray J said what he said, like something like, I know your dad better than you know your dad or something like that. And then it just got ugly for a second. Yeah, because I'm cool with Christian and Justin and Quincy, but then I also love Ray J and he's like my brother. And I'm just like, guys, please just stop. It's not worth it. Y'all don't want to do this. Like, so it, you know, and I told Ray J, I said, look, that's their dad. What do you expect them to do? Like, of course they're going to stand up for their dad. You know what I mean? Like,
and rightfully so.
Right.
But it's reported that Breezy, Chris Brown, was the peacemaker. Is that true?
I think I was the peacemaker.
That was you.
I think, well, from what I remember, I was going to both sides and like, y'all don't need to do this. But maybe Chris came down at some point. It was in the garage. I'm not sure.
What have you learned about fame?
Oh.
Because you've had more than 15 minutes. You've had two decades of it.
Yeah, it's going on 16 years. What have I learned about fame? That half of these motherfuckers don't know what they're doing. All the publicists, all the fake ass managers, all the business managers, and they all manipulate all of us into thinking that they have all the answers when we ourselves have the answers. As the entertainers or the socialites or the famous people, we got here because of us.
Before a manager, before a publicist.
Yes. And some people just have that it factor, you know? But it's funny because very early on, you get the publicist, you get the manager, and they tell you like, oh, you know, if you want to make money now, you got to twerk. You got to sell sex on the podcast. You got to just say that you girls and guys. And so you eventually start to lose yourself in this fake entertainment world because they're intimidating you every day that you're going to lose it all if you do not do what they tell you to do. Instead of standing 10 toes down, but that intimidation changes you as a person.
Is fame a drug? Because I believe it is. I believe it's suffocating. I believe it can be intoxicating. And people once you become hooked on it, you'll do anything to keep it.
Maybe for some people, not for me. I don't give a shit about being famous.
You famous now. You can't be unfamous.
You cannot be unfamous. No, you can't be unfamous. But yeah, I don't actively do things to, you know.
To be in the public spotlight, to say, look at Amber Rose, look at what she's doing, look at what she's wearing.
I'm really quiet.
Yeah.
Like, I'm really quiet with my shit. So, yeah.
Money. What have you learned about money?
Oh, Lord. Just save. Save. I remember I spent my first $1 million and I gagged because I was like...
What did you spend it on?
Going to Miami, Fontainebleau, partying, bottles, outfits, clothes, shoes, dumb shit, just a bunch of dumb shit. And then I was like, then I got a business manager, like, you need to pay taxes. And I'm like, what? So then I was like in the hole. It was like very early in my career, but I didn't do that again. I definitely did not do that again.
What's your best and worst purchases?
My best and worst purchases, you know, when I had new money, I had like 7 cars for no reason.
What the?
And now I have 2 cars. So, yeah, I don't live the same way anymore. I'm more, I save now and I think about things before I buy them.
Right.
I'm definitely going to take this dress back and like, I'm going to exchange it for another dress when I have another interview. So.
Let us know so we can make sure you take it back before we air this interview.
Yo, listen, I put the little receipt in my drawer next to the bed. I'm taking this shit right back.
Lord have mercy. What's the number one thing that you've learned in the entertainment business?
No one genuinely likes you. They just use you for what they need you for.
Really?
It's not real life, no.
You really believe that, Amber?
Yeah, I know that for a fact. Yeah. No one genuinely cares. Like, at your
It's
lowest,
all transactional, huh?
Yeah, at your lowest point, that they don't give a. It's like, when are you going to get better so we can get you to do what we want you to do?
Wow.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this. If you could go back and do anything differently, what would you do?
Being famous?
Yeah, if you can go back and do anything of your life, if you go back, if I say, Amber, you know what, I'm going to give you an opportunity to go back. You can get in the time machine and you can go back and you can get a do-over. What would you do?
That's such a hard question, Shannon. I would appreciate my children as babies more because it flew by so fast. And my Sebastian, he's going to be 12 tomorrow.
Wow. Congrats. Happy
Thank
early
you.
birthday.
Yeah, his birthday's tomorrow. And then my son is 5. And I was just like, you guys were just in my belly. Like, what happened? And I don't know. I just, it makes me sad sometimes. I wish I understood that first, second, and third year was going to go by so fast.
What do you learn about mixing business and friendship?
I don't do that.
You never have, or you don't do it anymore?
Well, okay. I guess going back to your question, yes, I have, and it always turned bad. And I always had to kind of break up with them and be like, I love you as a friend, so to not mess up our friendship, we cannot work together.
Wow.
Yeah.
How did they take it?
Some better than others, but we remain friends after.
It was friends stealing from you to steal jewelry, money, and even slept with your boyfriends? You had friends.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
Hold on, time out. So you got people.
I told you all the about my men after they had me, Shannon. It's weird. It's like kind of lesbian-ish.
So does that make you think they were never your friend if they were willing to do something like this
100%,
to you?
100%. You were never my friend. You never cared about me. You never gave a about me. This is what you always wanted to do. And I truly believe that. And I will never talk to these people ever again in my life.
How much money did they steal from you? There was a large sum of money, like $5,000, $10,000, $20,000?
Oh, it was like $250,000. Yep. And then fled to Jamaica.
And you ain't seen him since?
Nope.
Did you want to get over there and go to Jamaica and get him?
You know I did, Shannon.
Lord have mercy. Hello, did you have a friend call social service on you?
That's a tough one.
I mean,
Someone did call social services on me. Yes, it was not my friend, though.
people been doing you wrong, huh?
Twice on me. I mean, I obviously got cleared both times.
Did you know that person?
Yes, I knew them very well.
So they were friends.
They just tried to hurt me in a way where I will never forgive them for that.
You got to be able to forgive, Amber.
Why? For what?
Because forgiveness is not for them, it's for you.
Who said that?
Because you're holding on to it. You can't be free.
I'm
They
free.
can never be free without. They can never be freedom without
I don't
forgiveness.
even think about them until you bring them up or I see them on the street.
See?
I don't think about them.
It's
It's
hard
not
to-
like I'm sitting all day thinking about these people. I don't think about these people.
But there's still a little bit of bondage that you're still in captivity with it.
It's just how I'm built. Me over, I won't hate you forever.
You're in School of Dance with Cat Williams, Mike Epps, Tiffany Haddish, Pete Davidson, Lil Duval, Nick Cannon. How was that experience?
It was super fun. It was so much fun. You know, it's crazy. I was pregnant with Sebastian on set and I didn't even know it yet.
Really?
Yeah, because I remember my stomach hurting and I was cramping and I'm like, the hell is going on? And then I found out I was pregnant.
Wow. Do you want to act more?
I do want to act more. Yeah. I think I actually just had a meeting with an agent yesterday to do more acting. It's pretty fun.
Let me ask you this. What type of mother is Amber Rose? So, Wiz say you're an unbelievable mother. He spoke glowingly. I don't know if I've ever had somebody on here speak so highly of it. Wow, like, bro, why don't y'all stay married? He's like, we're better as friends.
Yes, we are.
But what type of mother are you?
I am an extremely hands-on mother. I get up every morning and take my children to school. I feed them every morning. I pick them up from school. I cook them dinner every day. And I take them to their extracurricular activities. I do not have a nanny. I've never had a nanny.
Really?
Nope. And my kids wouldn't even know what to do with a nanny. They'll be like, where's my mama? They don't, they're only used to me.
Is it a situation, I read somewhere, they say what you craved as a child, you overcompensate as a parent.
Maybe so. That actually makes sense. And I never thought about that until you said that. But that's maybe why I'm that type of mother.
Right.
Yeah.
What type of boys are you trying to raise? Because you are definitely a mom. You're a boy mom.
Yes, I am. I'm also militant. I'm militant.
Really?
Yes.
You're a strict parent.
You think Wiz is a strict parent? Please. He'll be like, okay, Bash, whatever you want to do. You know, I'm like, but yeah, I'm the strict parent for sure.
You feel you have to be that because the dads are not?
Yeah, they're just pushovers. Yeah, both of my kids' dads are pushovers. I'm the disciplinary one for sure. So they have to, well, not so much Slash because he's 5, but Sebastian has to make his bed, wash dishes. We have a housekeeper 5 days a week. But I said, Victoria works for me. She don't work for you. You need to clean this up.
Wow.
She cleans up for me. She don't clean up for you. You don't have a job. Clean all this up. Put the stuff in there. Take the trash out and wash the dishes.
Wow.
So he needs to know that. So when he gets out on his own, he don't have to depend on anyone to take care of him.
What's the key to being a great co-parent? Because like you said, you have 2 sons, 2 different dads.
Yes.
And so obviously, like I said, I had Wiz on and he seems really, really cool. But I'm sure your youngest son's dad, they probably have different personalities, and the way you interact with one, you don't interact the same way with the other co-parent. So what's the key to co-parenting?
The key is to not worry about anything but your child.
Okay.
Once you talk about, you got my son around that bitch.
Yeah, man.
Why he over here doing that? You took a picture over here with... None of that matters.
Okay.
If your baby is safe and fed and happy and healthy,
Right.
don't bother nobody with that dumbass shit.
Right.
Just be a parent. That's it.
Should a woman try to live a lifestyle once the guy's gone that she lived with the guy if they were to have a kid together? So let's just say, for the sake of argument, the guy was worth $500 million. Mm-hmm. Y'all not married. Mm-hmm. So what do you think a respectable amount of monthly child support should be?
It depends on how you want your child to live, right? So it depends on the man. If you're not going to see the child that much, right? If you're like busy and the child is with the mom more often, depends on how you want your child to live.
Okay.
You can't spite the mom because, I'm saying spite the child because you hate the mom. Mm-hmm. That's not cool. So it's like that, she not finna live off my money, blah, blah, blah. But now you're spiting the child because now the child don't have a backyard or a swing set or amenities that you could bring with your money just because you want to.
I mean, I don't know, Amber. I don't really know a whole lot of kids that need $50,000, $100,000, $150,000, $200,000.
That's a lot of money. That's very loud.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of money.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, look, I never took my baby daddies to court.
They just break you off. They do what dad should do.
Yeah. Well.
Do you think sometimes women actually try to get pregnant from men?
Yes. Yes.
That's a real thing?
Yes.
You've had girlfriends say, "Oh, I'm trying to."
I've had girlfriends lie about abortions to get money, to act like they're pregnant. Yes, it's disgusting. This is why I stopped my slut walk, by the way.
Yeah.
This is why I'm no longer a feminist. Okay. Because I saw the dark side of what women can do. And I'm sitting here feeling slighted by men.
Right.
And then I'm fighting for equality. Right. And I'm like, the only equality is that you ain't either. You bitches are crazy. You guys are extorting men, lying about pregnancies, saying you're on birth control when you're not to trap them. You know, and I mean, not to sound vulgar, but if a man comes inside of you and you say that you're on birth control, he trusts you. Right. Up that you would trap him like that. Right. You don't do that to people.
And that probably should have been his first mistake, that he trusted someone, huh?
Yeah, I mean,
because you teaching me after talking to you, you're like, Shannon, don't trust nobody.
Yeah, I don't trust nobody. I really don't trust nobody.
Wiz told me, like, the day you got a divorce, you and him went to the strip club.
Yeah.
How the hell that? Y'all can't be together, but come on, baby, let's go to the strip club, get some wings.
That's my dog. That's my dog.
And he said, you know what? He said, I wouldn't get, I just give her the money, let her do her thing. I was like, Wiz, think about what you said. You said you and Amber, y'all went to court. Y'all got a divorce. Come on, baby, let's go to the club.
We just cool like that, Shannon.
He said it. He said, we are so much better as friends than we were husband and wife.
100%. Also, in our defense, Wiz was 23 when he proposed to me.
Right.
I was like 26. We were very immature. We were just getting money.
Right.
Our families were just like, well, you got this money and you got that. And our families up our marriage.
Really?
We're really going to be honest.
What happened? His mom didn't like you? Your mom didn't like him? I mean.
Just everybody just couldn't mind business. And then me and him start arguing because our family is intimidating us and just making shit hard where we could have just been happy and peaceful. You know, it just wasn't, if we would have got married later in life, it would have been much easier because he really is my best friend. Right. Like, we're cool as hell. It's just the wrong time.
Can you have done a better job of keeping them out y'all damn business?
Oh, yeah. But when you're that young and you got so much money coming in on both sides, and then you got a brand new baby, and you got the mama telling you, well, this is how y'all raised you. And then my mom was like, well, I don't with this. And then she's saying this, and that. And then it's just like, well, I'm like, well, you need to tell her to stop saying this. And he's like, well, you need to get your other side of the family. And it's just a whole mess. It's a whole mess.
Are you partnered with Khalifa and Khalifa Kush, correct? Are you partners?
I wish I was. Give me my 5%. Something.
I had no idea. I mean, when we started Club Shay Shay, CJ, my executive producer.
Yeah.
I never thought a lot of people that I'm sitting down with, because the way we started is that I just reached in my phone and I just reached out to people that I had in my phone. So I'd never had any idea. But I've always said, man, I want to ask Amber Rose, why the hell you get a tattoo on your forehead? What does that even mean? I wanted to, I mean.
My kids' names.
You couldn't put it on your back, your arm, your thigh?
I mean, Shannon, not to get dark, because this conversation was very happy and
Yes,
funny, but
yeah.
I just never had a problem with depression and anxiety. I've always been a ball of sunshine. And, you know, I had a baby and the pandemic hit. And all that happened. And then at the same time, I found out my baby daddy was cheating on me, our whole relationship.
Damn.
So it was a lot of hard pills to swallow, and also trying to be a mother. And I had a 6-year-old at the time. And just California shut down.
California, the rest of the country didn't shut down like California did.
Yeah.
California shut down.
California shut down. You almost like just could not leave your house, and everything was so scary in the news, and my newborn baby, and my mind me up. And I got the tattoo because I felt like I just needed to feel something. I just needed to look in the mirror and see my kids. And I don't know. I was in a very dark place. And I didn't want to feel beautiful. I didn't want to feel pretty. I just kind of wanted to myself up a little bit.
Damn.
If that makes sense.
No, I mean, at the time, I mean, I'm listening at you, and you're telling me what you're going through, and that you didn't want to feel pretty, and you get a tattoo, and obviously it's where everybody's going to be able to see it. You put it in a place, and like I said, I ask you, and I don't mean to be disrespectful or anything like that, so I apologize. But so you had postpartum.
Yes. Well, I had postpartum because my entire relationship was a lie.
A lie.
You know, and I just...
Was he seeing Cher at the time? That was the one he was cheating?
He was seeing everybody. I don't think he was seeing Cher, but he was definitely seeing everybody.
How do you not know? You say you had intuition. How you not know?
You have cloudy judgment when you're pregnant.
Oh, okay.
But it's also like, how you gonna cheat on me when I'm pregnant? You know I'm not finna cheat back. At least to play a fair fight. Cheat on me when I get my body back.
Oh, you get your lick back?
No, I don't do that.
Okay.
What am I gonna go your friends to make you mad? I'm not gonna do that. That's ridiculous. I'm not that person.
You know, some of them do that now.
I'm not that. Why? That's so dumb. That's so stupid. No, I'm not doing that. It's ridiculous.
You have any more ties? So you got one on your thumb.
It used to say Cam because his name was Cameron. Well, his name is Cameron. But I turned it into Pain because he broke my heart worse than anyone could ever break my heart.
Yeah, because I was going to say that you're not going to be able to have, I don't know how guys going to let you have somebody else's name on them.
Yeah, I turned it into Pain.
Yeah. So how many tattoos do you have? You have see the two on your forehead, I see the thumb.
I'm fully sleeved.
Really?
Yeah.
How old were you when you got your first tattoo?
I was young.
Did you always want tats?
I wanted to be bald-headed with shades, and I wanted to be tatted.
Really?
Yep. This is all premeditated,
Right.
Shannon. This is all premeditated.
Right.
And this is how I wanted to look.
I see where Pete Davidson just had all his tattoos removed. I think that's the cost. I don't know if it's true. They said over $200,000 to have those tattoos. Would you ever think about having your tattoos removed?
No, it's just too painful.
Really?
I ain't doing that.
The removal is painful, huh?
The removal is more painful than the actual
Really?
tattoo. Yes.
Oh, yeah, you know what it is. Because I had my daughter, she got a tattoo without my permission, and I ended up having to take her. She got it. Yeah.
She was in pain, huh?
Yeah. Oh, she was screaming. I was like, I don't know what to tell. I don't know what to tell you. But you can actually hear. You can smell the skin burning.
Yeah. It's bad.
Yeah, I tell her that every week. Got it up.
I feel. Listen.
Yeah, she talking about she wanted to be Riri.
How was your?
Yeah, she had it down her arm. I mean, had her just like Rihanna. Oh yeah.
She want to be Riri. That's
Yeah.
so funny.
I say Riri don't pay no bills up in here. I love you, Riri, but that had to come up out there.
Wait, how old you only have a daughter?
I have 2 daughters and a son.
How old are they?
32 and 31.
How old are you, Shannon?
I'll be 57.
Continue.
Let me give me a little drink already. Let me give you a little drink, Joy. I feel like that K-Dot. Swimming pools. Pour up, drink, headshot, drink. Woo! They not like us, Jordan. They not like us. A little shot of that right now. Surgery procedures. Breast reduction, liposuction, cellulite procedures, Botox, fillers, face tight. Why you need to do all that?
What you mean? Why not?
No, I'm saying this is your body. I'll never tell.
So I look the same.
Yeah.
But I'm just not aging. So what women do is they go and get these procedures done where they look different. They look like a different person. I don't want to look like a different person. I just want to...
A younger version of yourself.
You said what?
You want to look like a younger version of yourself.
Yeah. I just want to stay youthful.
You do realize the objective is that is the age. Because a lot of people have an appointment that they can't reschedule.
What do you mean?
Appointment that you can't reschedule. It's called death.
Oh.
I mean, so how long, so you want to be 60 looking like this?
I will be 60 looking like this.
Oh, Lord have mercy, Amber. It's okay. Amber, it's okay.
It's fine. It is fine. It is definitely okay.
So all those procedures, I mean, you're like, man, that's
really not a lot.
It's upkeep.
It's just maintenance. That's not a lot of...
Right.
Trust me, I know girls that get a lot. I know guys that get their bodies done.
What kind of body?
They get six packs. They get all that. Yeah.
Come on, Amber.
They get cuts in there. So what they do is they liposuction around the muscle. And it makes it stick out more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guys doing that now?
Yes, they
won't take their lazy ass to the gym?
Well, some is genetics. Some is genetics. And if you want the extra cuts, sometimes you need a little help. Oh, Lord. You go to Dr. Matlock.
Angela Black China, formerly known as Black China, she got her breast implants, butt injection. She got all that stuff removed.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, good for her. Yeah, she's happy. She seems very happy.
She does seem very happy. Mm-hmm. Did you have a conversation with her? She's sober now?
Yeah, we talk all the time.
Do you?
Yes. Yeah, but, we're just we have different lifestyles, me and China, but that's my sister forever.
Why do you think women are regretting some of the decisions that they made when they were younger? SZA says she regrets getting her BBL as well. Mm-hmm. Why do you think women are starting to have those regrets, Amber?
Well, I think it's because it's the style at the time, right? To have just a big old fat ass.
Yeah.
And then you realize when you go to the gym,
hip thrust.
Well, you go to the gym and you can't really run on the treadmill because your ass is heavy as hell. And then you want to go get it taken out, So, I mean, I've done it. I got my butt done and then I got everything taken out.
Right.
So I got my butt done when it was in style. Right. Big, stupid, fat ass. And now I got it taken out.
Is it hard for women to age gracefully?
I'm happy with aging. I just feel like if I can get some Botox or some... I really don't do much. What do I get, Joe? I get maybe a little filler right here and some Botox on my face.
You think I should get some Botox?
I'm going to take you. You need some Botox. You need a little bit of...
For this line right here?
You got a couple. We're going to get rid of
But I'm about to be 57.
But it's okay. It's fine. You get a little Botox and then it just smooths it out. They'll do it for free. It's fine.
Oh, Lord have mercy. But why is it seems to be a double standard that men can age gracefully.
Yeah.
Oh, you look so good. We love the salt and pepper, blah, blah, blah. But women, because it's like men can get to age, be 55, 60, 70 and still appeal to the high 20s, 30s, 30, young 40s. Mm-hmm. Women not so much have. Now some, like you in your situation, you being who you are, you're going to always be able to appeal to basically from 19 to your age, or even 19 to 70.
I'm going to be honest, it's not easy. I do go to the gym 5 days a week. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Yes. I do drink a lot of water. I don't drink alcohol like that. Maybe a special occasion, a little something.
You watch what you eat?
I eat in moderation.
Okay.
So I am from Philly, so I do like my cheesesteaks and my pork sandwiches and stuff like that. But I instead of eating a whole one, I'll eat a half one. Right. Or instead of having fries with it, I won't have no fries. I'll just drink a water versus a root beer because I love root beer. But yeah, I just mix it up. Mix and match it,
Have you ever been body shamed? Do people body shame? Not just say women, but do you get body shamed?
I did, especially after I had my kids when I was still fat, But I didn't think about it twice. I was just I'm fluffy because my kids have to lay on me and breastfeed. Right. And I don't care. I'll go to the gym and I'll figure it out.
Why are women so hard on each other on social media? Is it really like this in real life? Are women really this hard on each other in normal, forget social media, take that out. Have women always been this hard on each other? Have y'all always been your toughest critics?
I don't know. I mean, I know this is kind of like frowned upon, but like I usually hang out with guys. I don't hang out with girls like that. And the girls that I do hang out with, they're very confident. If you're insecure around me, it pisses me off. Yeah, I don't like that. But again, the Iman Shumper, the Ray J's, my assistant is a man. That's my little cousin over there. All my friends are mostly guys that I hang out with because girls get too emotional. They talk about purses and shoes. I want to talk about religion and politics. Okay. I like to have more conversations with men because it just resonates with me more.
Okay. What's the craziest interaction? Because obviously you say fans, you know, a lot of times you meet fans and they want autographs, they want to take pictures. What's one of your craziest interactions?
Girls are usually the worst because I get girls like a rapper would. Like girls want to have sex with me.
Really?
Yes.
And you tell them I don't get down like that.
I don't get down like that. Yeah. But then because they're girls, they get like very touchy, feely.
Oh, they be feeling you up?
Yes. It's kind of crazy, Shannon. It's crazy because it's like, you're really assaulting me right now. Yeah. Like, I'm not going to call the cops.
But you need to really cut it out.
It's crazy. It's like, that's right. That's what you do. And my dad was like, you always get the first hit.
Always.
Yeah.
How difficult was it growing up biracial in the 90s in South Philly?
It was interesting, for sure.
Well, I mean, actually, late 80s?
It was the 90s. It was the 90s,
okay.
Yeah, for sure. The 90s, and like I started first grade in 91.
Okay.
So, it was definitely interesting because it's like the Italian and Irish out there, so they're like a different kind of racist sometimes. But I would like before I really even thought about race, I would have a crush on like an Italian boy or an Irish boy. And then they would like see my mom and they would be like, you know, call me like the hard R. And I'm like, it's kind of crazy, like, you know? And then, or they would see my mom and they'd be like, damn, I had no idea. Or I thought you were white. Right. Or, well, if your dad's white, then you're white. But if your mom's black, then you're black. And it was always like I had to just pick a side all the time. So I think that was one of my frustrations with Jocelyn. Like, I'm, at the time, 39 years old. Are we really doing this? Like, are you that stupid that we really have to go? I have to go through this at 39 years old? Right. It's insane.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did you hate that you felt like you needed to pick a side? Why can't I just love both of my parents? One is black, one is white. Why can't I embrace? Why do I have to choose a side? Why do I got to choose the Caucasian side of my family? Why do I have to choose the black side of my family? Why can't I just embrace and be an embodiment of it all?
That's my whole point. I always felt like that my whole life.
But you felt that each side wanted you to choose.
Not my people. Right. People on the outside. Not my family. Okay.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, outside forces wanted you to choose. You black. Say I'm black. Black power. Right on.
But it's like the one drop rule comes from white supremacy. It comes from Jim Crow era where white enslavers would rape black slaved women and they would have their kids and they'd be like, oh, one drop, you're still a slave. Right. You know, it comes from white supremacy. There is no reason why I have to feel bad that I have a white dad and white family members that I love. And I have to just say I'm black because the one drop rule is insane. Right. And I love that I have my white uncles that introduced me to Pantera and Metallica and System of a Down and Leonard Skinner and all these white, all that.
Air Supply.
That's a part of my culture because of my white uncles. And then my mom's side is, you know, the Anita Baker, Luther Vandross, Four Tops, Temptation, Teddy Pendergrass. That is who I am. Right. So somebody like Jocelyn, bitch, you're not finna just tell me who I am.
Let me ask you a question. Why do you think Drake receives so much hate? Do you think it's because he's biracial?
100%. Yeah, and he embraces his Jewish side so much that it pisses people off.
What do you think of the people that are profited off of being in black spaces? You got a problem with that? Are you okay with that?
Well, that confuses me. I'm gonna tell you why. Because you cannot blame, you have to blame the consumer.
Right.
At that point, right?
Right.
So when people are like, Amber, you're famous for no reason, it's like, maybe, but you have to blame the consumer. You can't blame me.
Right.
Blame the people that buy into what I'm selling.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yes.
So if somebody like Drake or me is within Black culture and we're biracial, why are you mad at us? We love y'all.
Right.
You know, and we love white people too.
Right.
And there's Black people that aren't good, and there's white people that aren't good.
Right.
There's bad people in every race, and there's good people in every race.
Correct.
So you don't talk about people as a monolith. That's unfair. You know what I'm saying? So to benefit off of Black culture is crazy. I hate when I see that.
Right.
Because it's like, you're not actively going into, you're like me, I'm biracial, like me. Drake's just making rap music and it's really good. Right. So people like it, like.
They buy it.
They buy it, yeah.
Tyler caught a lot of backlash when she identified herself as Black and a colored woman. Mm-hmm. She's South African. Mm-hmm. What's going on?
People are called color in South Africa, colored. There's a different culture over there. People in the U.S.,
they used to call you that. They used to call you that in civil doing
the civil rights.
Civil rights and the civil and pre 1860s. That's what they would call colored. They call you Negro.
But it has a negative connotation here in America because of American history.
Right.
It's not the same in South Africa.
Right.
So when she says that, people are up in arms, but it doesn't mean the same thing over here that it does over there.
You've been participating in Travis Scott's annual HBCU Celebrity Classic. What's your relationship with Trav? You cool? Y'all obviously you're cool because you go damn near every year.
Yeah, he's just, I don't know, he's just super cool. He invited me one year, which is crazy because I don't talk to Travis Scott until the game is coming up, like in February. And I'm like, yo, bro, like, what are we doing this year? Like, how many outfits should I bring? Is it like an after party?
Right.
And then I probably won't talk to him till next February.
Amber, I don't know, I was debating. You caught a lot of flack because you supported President Trump. Your pillar using it, you say, look, I like talking religion. I like talking politics.
Yeah.
I ain't got no problem with it. And people like, we gonna cancel Amber Rose because she wearing the red hat, Make America Great Again. Mm-hmm. What went to you? And Wiz said, talking to Wiz, he says, look, if that's what you believe, do you. Why are you worried about what everybody else thinking? Do you. Mm-hmm. What made you decide to say, you know what? This is who I believe is the best candidate. This is who I believe, this is who embodies basically what I believe in. This is who I'm supporting. What went into your thought process? You knew that you was going to catch some criticism. You was going to catch some blowback and flack, but you did it anyway. What went into that decision?
I just felt like he was the best for our country. Mm-hmm. And why not use my platform to say that? First and foremost. Second of all, no one can ever cancel me. Mm-hmm. Only I can cancel me. Right.
Is there anything you want to promote? You got anything coming out? You got a book? You got cosmetics? Anything you want to promote?
Yeah. So I would like to announce that me and Ray J are coming out with a new show.
Okay.
And we are talking about everything, sports, politics, entertainment. It's me and him. We're going to go nuts. I can't wait for you guys to see it. And also follow me on OnlyFans. Subscribe to my OnlyFans.
Merch?
Oh, my merch. If you just go to the link in my bio at Amber Rose on Instagram, you can get all the links there. But my OnlyFans is just my day-to-day life and stuff that I don't post on Instagram. So it's really cool over there.
Miss Amber Rose.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Really appreciate your time. That was awesome. Thank you, Spotlight LA, the newest exclusive nightclub for allowing Club Shay Shay to film here. Spotlight LA is a place for anything and everything with something programmed for everyone. Keep up with Spotlight on Instagram at spotlight.la.
All my life, been grinding all my life. Sacrifice, hustle paid the price. Want a slice, got to roll the dice, that's why. All my life, I've been grinding all my life. Look, all my life, been grinding all my life. Sacrifice, hustle paid the price. Want a slice, got to roll the dice, that's why. All my life, I've been grinding all my life.